Hi, everybody, and welcome to another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and Tiffany Baldwin is with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
And she's, of course, sporting the Sand in the Streets volleyball tournament T-shirts, but also we are going to talk about the event coming up here shortly. And I should probably say events, right?
Events.
Yeah, so that's all just ahead right after this from our friends at Classic Brands. Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good. As we talk here in late July, closer to the end of August is where you take over the streets and you put sand everywhere and people just go nuts and have a great time.
They sure do. It's coming up before we know it. You're right.
This is event number 3?
4.
4. Where does the time go?
Exactly.
4 years now. I'm sure you've learned a few things along the way.
Yes, we have. And we've tried to make it bigger and better every year.
Yeah. And I think that's the key here because when it first came about, everybody had no clue as to what to expect. And then the second year comes back, it's like, oh, we had such a great time the first year, and it's even better. And now you've done the same thing with the third year, and here you are, year number 4.
Here we are, exactly, yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about, first of all the teams are in place, so that's good. You've got some prize money involved for competition.
We do. Yeah, so to break that down, we have 8 open division teams, and the prize purse for that division is $3,000. We have a competitive bracket, and we have 8 teams for that bracket, and the prize purse for that is $1,000. And then we have recreational bracket, and we have 32 teams for recreation, and we have the prize purse set at $250. So, yeah.
So there's cash involved, which is great news. We appreciate that. But we also want to take a moment to remind people that there's more than one event.
There is. So traditionally, the last 3 years, after the volleyball tournament on Saturday, we've transitioned over to Beach Fest. This year, we decided to leave Saturday solely for the volleyball tournament play and move Beach Fest to Friday night. So in addition to moving Beach Fest to Friday night, we're also, we wanted to include the schools, but could never find how a good way to involve them because that's when their program starts, league-wise. So we couldn't let them play because it was during season and whatnot. So we thought, what better way than to get the parents to form a team? So there are 14 schools that are local in our area, boys teams, girls teams. So we've all asked them to play on Friday night, and it's called Battle on the Beach. And so they're competing against each other for a prize of $1,000 that will go back to their child's volleyball program.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so that kicks off the whole weekend at 5:30 on Friday night, August 23rd. And then after that, starting at about 7:30, will be Beach Fest.
I'm sure the parents' involvement was well received.
It was. Yeah, I think they're excited to play. It'll give them a little opportunity. And it's, a recreation bracket. So it's not like we've got skilled or, highly professional people playing. So, yeah, it's for fun.
Now, Beach Fest, has it changed up as far as structure outside of the parents playing volleyball?
Not really. The only thing that maybe is a little different this year is we've got a lot more toys that we're putting out on the sand for kids. We've got buckets and sunglasses and balls and different things like that because it's a family-friendly event. We want you to bring your children. The children can, play in the sand, and so we're giving them something to play with.
Yeah. Now, of course, the last few years we've seen them lay all this sand out and then smooth it over and the whole deal. I imagine having the Beach Fest thing, you want to make sure you get all the toys out of there before the competition begins.
I think they would appreciate that for sure.
How many teams do you have for the big day?
So it's 8 open division, 8 competitive, and 32 recreational.
Yeah. That's a lot
of
teams.
We were only going to do 16 recreation teams, but we've added 16 more, so we're making it a little bit longer of a day. But we had to get blessing from Paul Tenedo since he's the one who's emceeing the day for us. So
and he's a Hall of Famer now, too.
Right, exactly.
So you have to make sure.
So he gave us the blessing, so now we have double the amount of recreation, which is awesome because when we opened up registration for the recreation teams, the recreation division was sold out in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So, yeah.
That's incredible. Now, you're still stretching between 2nd Street and Main Street
Correct.
with the sand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is all taking place right in front of the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
How many courts do you have?
4.
4 courts. If this thing gets any bigger.
No. We're not adding more courts. We've already made that decision.
Yeah, it would truly have to be on a beach somewhere.
Right.
But, and for people who don't know, how many tons of sand is brought in?
Over 300 tons of sand.
That's
yes.
a lot of sand.
A lot of sand.
And what's incredible is you can almost not tell that it's even been there on Monday.
Exactly.
Or even Sunday.
Sunday by noon. You can drive the streets Sunday by noon.
Yeah, that's very cool. For folks who have never experienced it before, what do they need to know heading into this?
Well, the most awesome thing I think this year is that it is free to the community this year. So in years past, there has been an entry fee to get into the event, but this year we found a sponsor, so we're able to offer it free to the community both days. So come enjoy the whole event, come and go as you please. So that's the biggest thing. And then another really cool thing, on Friday evening during Battle on the Beach, we are giving away 2 iPads to high school students, to 1 boy and to 1 girl. So if you're a high school student, please come down and sign up for the raffle, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner that gets an iPad.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. We encourage you also to bring your beach chairs. So we're not going to have bleachers this year. We had them last year, but we found that they just got too hot and people weren't sitting on them. So we encourage you to bring your beach chairs and things of that nature. And food, you can bring your own food. Don't bring alcohol. We've had a problem with that in the past. So you can use Dora on that weekend. So if you want to go someplace else and whatever, Steiner's or Hibachi, Hometown Hibachi, and get a drink and bring it into the event, that's fine. Just don't bring coolers with your own alcohol in it.
Right. Yeah, and that's something that you have to expressly mention because
Right.
people don't always pay attention to the
Right.
rules, do they?
No.
What have people been saying about this event? And the reason I'm asking you this is I wonder what the outsiders from Chillicothe, why they come here for this event.
They love the experience of, one, being outside on a street in the middle of downtown. And I've even heard people from the open division. So I consider those the big dogs. I mean, they travel for this. So they love the photo op that they get in front of the courthouse. I've heard that so many different times from people in the open division, for instance. But then people even in the recreational division that travel, whether it's from Cincinnati or, north of Columbus, they just love to come back because our town is so cool, and they love to stay afterwards and shop. So we are getting some overnight stays out of this also, which helps with our tourism. So they just get to enjoy our downtown because it's beautiful.
Yeah, and wait till the people from World Heritage start learning about this.
Exactly.
You'll have teams from Ireland and all over the place.
That would be great. I'd love that.
That would be. Again, if you want to participate, you can follow on Facebook. Do you have any other ways people can find out through social media?
Facebook's really the easiest way. We're also on Instagram, so it's on there as well. And they can also go to our website, downtownchillicothe.com, and check it out on there also.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff.
But this is the biggest, I think.
Yes, it is.
Until the next big thing.
Till Oktoberfest.
That's right. Tiffany, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching as well. Again, the dates, August 23rd and 24th.
Yes.
For Sand in the Streets Volleyball, it is back. And looking forward to it in less than a month now. So we'll see you